Welcome to Premier Interschools 2023. This Saturday we have a monster game as the men from Grey College travel from Bloemfontein to take on Paarl Boys High.
This weekend's going to be a real tough one.
Daai kant dink ek dit gaan bietjie tawer wees as hierso.
And in Gauteng, the girls from Hoërskool Monument will host their arch rivals from Krugersdorp, Hoërskool Noordheuwel.
We do have home ground advantage, so it definitely will depend on the day.
Our hearts are in the right place as well. So I think we have a good chance.
Join us for two massive Derby Day contests, live on Supersport. Directly opposite the Hoërskool Monument in Krugersdorp, you will find Hoërskool Monument. Informally known as Monas, this dual-medium co-ed boarding school in Krugersdorp was founded in 1921. It has approximately 1,600 learners and is one of the top achievers in both sports and academics in the region. The school's motto is Liever slijt as roes, which means essentially it is better to wear out than to rust out. The first rugby and netball teams constantly rank among the top 10 in the country.
Yeah, our two schools are rivals for many years, and this will be a highlight on the calendar for the netball, and we're looking forward because it will be our first, or not the first, but one of the main league games and fixtures on our new netball courts and netball facilities. So good luck to all the teams.
Notable alumni include several Springboks, but it is less well known that the school also produced the late Nobel laureate and former South African President F.W. de Klerk. Among its female alumni are the famous academic and former Chancellor of the University of Stellenbosch, the late Professor Elise Botha, and former Miss South Africa, Ade van Heerden, now Ade Forsyth Thompson, who is currently a medical doctor in the South African National Defence Force. Looking back over the last 10 games, Monas has produced wins over formidable opposition, including a narrow victory over Bloemhof and a draw against Rand Park. With only the two losses to Oranje Meisies and Paarl, this is a well-trained, top-quality team.
The game against Noordheuwel is always a tough one. The last 5 years it's been a very close contest. It's going to be the team that wants it the most that will take it in the end.
Last year, it was a tough game for both teams, but we ended up winning. I think what set us apart is the hard work and they're just coming together as a team that made us stand out.
I rate our chances quite well. Noordheuwel's team is very strong, but so are we. It definitely depends how we all play on the same day, and we do have home ground advantage, so it definitely will depend on the day.
And we think we can give them a go. It's going to be a challenge, but we can work really well together, and we have home ground advantage. So with the school behind us, I think we can do it.
Founded in 1981, Hoërskool Noordheuwel has quickly carved out a reputation as an outstanding institution, both academically and on the sports fields. The school's motto is Krag deur kennis, meaning power through knowledge. With 2,000 co-ed learners, Noordheuwel, better known as Norris, is the biggest Afrikaans medium school in the world.
Monas is just about 5 kilometers from our school, and due to the fact that we have a healthy competition between the two schools, the Monas game will always be the highlight on our netball calendar. And it's been so for the community for the past 20 years or more.
Notable Norris alumni include the actress Desiree Gardner, best known as Dalien in the TV series Binnelanders, and Minky Marais, best known for her role as Jolene in the miniseries Dinge van 'n Kind. The Norris first team has had an outstanding season. During the last 10 games, their only loss has been to Menlo Park, with wins over strong opposition, including Help Mekaar and Secunda.
Previous years it was a very equal contest. Last year we lost by 4 goals against them, but I think this year we are ready for them to return the favour.
Sadly, last year we lost. It was definitely a tough game, but we should have won. But it's a new year with new goals.
The pressure that we experience on the field is up to the team with the best ability to cope with that, and it's up to the day for the team to win. And I think that we have the ability to win the game this year.
We are a lot of talented players, but our hearts are in the right place as well. So I think we have a good chance.
The host school of this week's rugby encounter is Paarl Boys High. Founded in 1868, the school is rich in tradition and achievements. It has about 950 boys and there are 4 boarding houses. The school motto, Tandem Fit Abo Seculis, means from a twig to a tree.
Die ouens van Bloemfontein is baie aanpasbaar. Hulle kan enige plek kan hulle baie goeie rugby speel. Maar dit is altyd lekker en ek sê altyd vir mense, jy weet, as ouens praat van skole rugby spanne en verjaar gaan ons dit en verjaar gaan ons dat, dan sê ek is reg. Enigeen kan vir boys hy enige dag kom klop. Jy moet dit net eers kom doen en nie praat daaroor nie, en jy moet dit onder die berg kom doen, dan praat ons weer.
Notable alumni include the poet and writer Eugene Marais, billionaire businessman Christo Visser, golfer David Frost, English cricketer David Milan, and Proteas player Bjorn Fortuin. More recent Springbok alumni include Corné Krige, Frans Malherbe, Guthro Steenkamp, Thomas du Toit, Salman Murat, and Evan Roos. Under first team coach Shaun Erasmus, the boys' high team has performed well this season. Over the last 10 games, they have beaten all opposition, except a narrow loss to Oakdale Landbou. At this point in the season, they are a solid, experienced outfit, and we can expect a monster game in Paarl against Grey College.
Yeah, always a big game against Grey College. Amazing school, lots of tradition. You know, somebody that we respect. We'll obviously go into it like every other game. For us, it's important to be prepared and to make sure that we've done our homework and that everything is on par. They've got an exceptional skill set, so we'll try and make sure that we're ready for that.
Obviously, Grey is a big challenge, you know. But I feel like this year the boys are positive. Grey College it's a massive school, you know, and it's a privilege to play against them. So I think the boys will look forward to that.
I think hierdie jaar kan ons baie harder game verwag en ek dink ons is nou matriek die jaar, ons weet wat om te verwag. So ek dink gaan baie hard wees, maar ons is op vir dit.
When we play at home, it's a different type of feel you get when you walk out there in front of the school. And so that feeling is something that I don't think other players or other schools can match when they come to us.
Looking back over the last 8 years, in the 7 games played, Paarl Boys has won 3. In more recent times, Grey College has taken the boasting rights 4 times in succession. But this year, the game is in Paarl, and the teams are well matched. Expect top-class, exciting rugby at Brook Street this Saturday. Grey College is one of the leading educational institutions in South Africa, and like Paarl Boys, has a rich and impressive history. Founded in 1855, it is the oldest school north of the Orange River, and in 1904 it gave birth to what is now the University of the Free State. Its motto is Nihil Stabiil Quod Infidum, which means nothing is steadfast unless it is true. There are approximately 1,200 boys at the school, and there are 3 boarding houses.
It's always tough going down there. but we're looking forward to it. We cherish the relationships between our brother schools so that we can compete against each other and foster the link between our boys and assist them to make friends as they play in provincial and maybe national teams at a later stage.
Notable alumni include the author and explorer Lawrence van der Post, who was godfather to King Charles III, Sestiger's author Etienne Leroux, anti-apartheid activist Bram Fischer, and the soldier and politician Denise Reitz. Some of the more recent well-known Springbok alumni include Frans Steyn, Ruan Pienaar, Koenie Oosthuizen, Francois Venter, CJ van der Linde, and Adrian Strauss. Under the first team coach, Bobby Joubert, the Grey College team has had convincing wins over most opposition, and they will run on at Brook Street determined to defend their title against a powerful Boys High playing on home turf. This is going to be a cracker of a game in Paarl.
Last year's encounter with Paarl Boys High was a very tough fixture. We were lucky enough to pull it through at the end on our own home ground. I think Boys High is one of the leading rugby programs in South Africa as well. And especially with guys back like Shaun Erasmus really working hard, putting a lot of effort into their program, so they will be well prepared. So we need to be very well prepared, especially going down to Paarl, usually a very big encounter, especially down there.
Yeah, last year Boys High, luckily we won the game, but it was quite a tough game. And this year we're looking forward to this year's game, but I think it's going to be even harder than last year.
Last year we were fortunate enough to beat them. It was a very tight game, and I'm expecting a very hard game again this year. For we always play hard against each other and it's always a tight game.
Ek is baie positief, soos die span nou lyk, dink ek ons sal dit oorweeg om weer die oorwinning te vat.
On the courts in Krugersdorp, Hoërskool Monument are hosting Noordheuwel in what promises to be a premier game of netball. And in the Boerland, the mighty Grey College is visiting Paarl boys for a Derby Day spectacular of top-class schools rugby. It's Premier Interschools, live on SuperSport.